Hi everyone, I'm Miss Carrie, and today we'll be looking at The Watsons Go to Birmingham, 1963, by Christopher Paul Curtis. This is a work of historical fiction that follows a black family from Flint, Michigan as their story becomes tangled up with one of the most painful chapters of the civil rights movement. Throughout the timeline, story events are marked in blue, and real historical events are marked in green, so you can follow which is which as we go. I built this timeline to show you exactly where the story blends real history with fiction. So let's get started. First, we meet the Watson family in Flint. They're close-knit and full of humor. Kenny faces teasing at school, protected only by Byron's tough reputation. Byron's fire starting finally pushes Mama to her limit. In real Birmingham, civil rights leaders organized marches demanding change. Governor Wallace really did block black students from a real university door. The family preps their car. They playfully name the brown bomber for the trip south. On the real drive down I-75, Dad explains why Byron must go. They arrive at Grandma Sands, and Byron's toughness instantly melts. Kenny nearly drowns, and Byron saves him, revealing real brotherly love. That same summer, the real March on Washington drew over 200,000 people. Kenny witnesses the real church bombing aftermath, fearing for his sister. I guess my ears couldn't take it, so they just stopped listening. I could see people everywhere making their mouths go like they were screaming and pointing and yelling, but I didn't hear anything. I saw Mama and Dad and Byron holding on to each other, all three of them looking like they were crazy and trying to keep each other away from the pile of rocks that used to be the front of the church. Mom was so upset that she even forgot to cover the space in her front teeth. I couldn't hear her, but I bet $1 million she was shouting "why" over and over like a real nut. It looked like Dad's mouth was yelling, "Joetta!" What you just heard blends real history with fiction. The 16th Street Baptist Church bombing really happened on September 15, 1963, in Birmingham, Alabama. Later in the book, Curtis even has his narrator state the real death toll directly. The bomb killed 4 little girls and injured many others. That number is historically accurate, but Kenny, Byron, and the rest of the Watson family are entirely fictional. They weren't there. Curtis places his invented characters inside a real tragedy so readers can feel the human scale of what happened, not just read about it as a historical fact. That excerpt was from pages 184 through 186. Four real girls died in the actual bombing that day. Back home, Kenny withdraws, unable to process the trauma. That November, President Kennedy was really assassinated. Byron's tough love finally helps Kenny heal. The Watsons are fictional, but the history they walked into was painfully real. Sources for the images and historical facts in this timeline are listed in my bibliography. Thanks, as well as this Sutori presentation. Thanks for watching, and I hope this gave you a reason to pick up the book.